Thank you.
It is a tradition to formally welcome our guests.
I now request our respected Vice Principal Professor Rio de Souza to formally welcome the gathering.
Esteemed Director of the Institute, Reverend Father Wilfred Prakash de Souza, Chief Guest of this program, Professor Maria de Costa, esteemed Assistant Director, Reverend Father Roy de Costa, respected Principal, Dr. Joseph Gonsalves, Coordinator of the English Language Program of Timor, Ms. Mari Fernandez, all the faculty here, special invitees, and my dear students of East Timor English Language Program. This is a great day for all of you from East Timor, Timor-Leste. And I can see such a charmed presence, such a wonderful gusto was put into the prayer song. I'm sure your prayers have reached heaven and showers of blessings are coming down. We have come to a very beautiful moment now in your journey on this campus during the last 10 months, learning English, adding value to what you are. You are accomplished engineers, some of you in other fields. Yes, but this, what you have done in the last 10 months on our campus, is going to add a finish, a beautiful finish, a shine to what you are as individuals, and it will help you to get back, I think, to your country and contribute to its economic growth, to its growth among nations. And it's a great feeling for us to have been part of this process. So to celebrate that, we have today this beautiful valedictory program, made even more beautiful by your presence, and also the presence of our chief guest, Professor Maria de Costa. Let me briefly introduce Professor Maria de Costa to you. Professor Maria de Costa is known as Phyllis to family and friends. We mention this especially because many people sometimes don't know her as Professor Maria. They say they know her as Phyllis. Exactly. So, and she has a rich teaching experience from KG to PG level for over 50 years. She retired as professor and head of the Department of English at the School of Social Work, Roshni Nilayab, and started her own institute for excellence called UExcel, where she trains students and professionals on a one-on-one basis to excel. Besides, at UExcel, she and her staff train students for the Trinity College London examination, speech, drama, and communication skills. Training people to excel is a passion. Her hobbies and interests range from composing poetry, prose, drama, directing plays, song, music, public speaking, classical music, gardening, yoga, pranic healing, NLP, and counseling. She has published books and encouraged young artists to publish their short stories too. She has a total of 6 publications to her credit. Her deep faith in God and meditation are her strengths. She has trained several students from this college before this, and she also hopes to extend this Trinity training to a larger number of engineering students on the campus. In fact, Madam was with us since morning, and she's been visiting the classes and trying to educate our students or introduce our students to this Trinity College London examination, which we feel will add a lot of value to our students. And in that context, we are very happy to associate with her, and she has assured that she will send trainers here to train the people, students. And this is a great thing for us. She believes that everyone is a genius with the potential to scale great heights. And in that context, I can tell you, when we were just talking to her before we came in here, she was saying how great this campus is and how great we are. Madam, we are great not because of what we have done, it's because of great people like you who have visited our campus and have left their touch upon us. It is that which makes us great. It's the presence of people like you. So we accord you a very respectful and cordial welcome to this program, madam. Welcome to this program. I request esteemed director to welcome madam with a bouquet of flowers. I welcome our esteemed director, Reverend Father Wilfred Prakash D'Souza. Father has taken keen interest in this program ever since he joined the campus and has been following up every time. On the other hand, he's also coordinating with the authorities back in East Timor. And it's really nice, Father, that you are here and we are delighted by your presence. Welcome to this program, Father. I welcome our assistant director, Reverend Father Rohit D'Costa. He is especially associated with the East Timor students because he looks after their well-being, especially the arrangements for their food, which has to be, prepared in a different way from our Indian way, ways, and all the special things that need to be done for the East Timor students. And Father also follows up on other issues related to the academics and the teaching of the course also. Father, we welcome you to this program with open arms. A great welcome to you. I welcome our esteemed principal who guides us all the time. He is keenly interested in what is happening in the East Timor language program. And we are really delighted to have you, sir, with this evening. Welcome to this program. A great welcome to coordinator, Ms. Mari Fernandez. She is hosting the program, and on behalf of all of you, I welcome you, madam. Great welcome to the other faculty who are associated with the East Timor English language program, Ms. Olivia Pereira, Ms. Wani Umaka, and Ms. Reshma V. They have done a great job training you all, and they have been with you all the time. Welcome you, madams. Great welcome to the other staff who are here from the college. Many of them have been associated with you in one way or the other, helping you out with so many things. Also, Sister Margaret Miskita is here. Welcome, sister, to this program. Warden of the Ladies Hostel. And others who have been associated so much with your program. I welcome all of you to this program. A special welcome to the students, especially, to this valedictory program. Of course, nice to see, delighted to have you here. Have a nice time and wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor D'Souza, for that warm welcome. As we know, Madam Mary Fernandez has played the role of a teacher and
a mother during our stay here at St. Joseph Engineering College.
she has encouraged us and
Sometimes scolded us when it was necessary.
I now request Madam Mary Fernandez to read the report.
Virginia Woolf, the famous writer, said, "Language is wine upon the lips." When you are learning a language, remember to slow down and enjoy the process. The language itself is often as enjoyable as the end goal. English is the preferred language of science and technology, commerce and mass communication, education and entertainment. So, to be professional and successful, you need to know English. I am privileged to present the report of the 10-month English language course held here at St. Joseph Engineering College. The 10-month English language course for the students of East Timor was planned to help them learn by understanding, practicing, and interacting. Let me present a brief summary of how we achieved this. The entire course consists of 4 modules: basic, intermediate, advanced, and the IELTS training module of 9 weeks each. We began with basic training on the 5th of December 2016 to the 5th of February 2017. All students attended class together from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday, and 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on Saturday. In the mornings, they spent 5 hours a week in the language lab in addition to theory classes till 1 p.m. In the afternoon, they were engaged in related activities from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. They returned to the language lab for practice from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. During class hours from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., while some students worked in smaller groups, others in groups of 12 went to the language lab twice a week for additional practice with online resources. After this, they continued with an intermediate course for 9 weeks from the 13th of February to the 16th of April 2017, and this was followed by an advanced course from the 2nd of May to the 2nd of July 2017, which was also for 9 weeks, but classes were held from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Both courses were intensive and better structured. The sessions in the language lab were conducted from 4 to 5 p.m. and at these levels, students learned English through the 4 skills: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Vocabulary was learned side by side with reading and listening, and separate classes were conducted for grammar. Finally, on the 17th July 2017, the students began training for the IELTS test, and this training module lasted 9 weeks until the 16th of September 2017, after which students were tested in all 4 modules: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. I would like to highlight some advantages. First, for the intermediate and advanced course, students were graded weekly for 1 hour every day. At the end of 3 weeks, they answered a 1-hour test, and at the end of 9 weeks, they took a 2-hour examination. Second, both students and teachers made extensive use of multimedia in the classroom for listening and speaking, grammar and vocabulary exercises. Finally, during the IELTS training, students attempted a series of 12 tests as per the IELTS guidelines. A language course with a specific goal in a specific time, the International English Language Testing System, in 10 months is intensive. Therefore, it requires both practice and motivation to succeed. The classroom provides the understanding and practice, but the motivation also comes from interacting with people outside the classroom. The college has provided an all-inclusive growth academically, physically, and spiritually. Academically, by participation in the Tech Fest, the College Day celebrations, National Youth Convention, where the performance of your dance went viral on YouTube, and an interaction with other Indian students. Physical exercise, playing a favorite sport after class, working out in the gym, and the girls' favorite exercise, Zumba, and by encouraging participation in sports meet and taking part in the March Past and other games and winning awards. Spiritually, by attending daily mass in the college chapel, attending a retreat in April this year, and spiritual guidance through Father Joseph Cardoza, our spiritual director. In addition, during the 1-week break, after completion of every module, students enjoyed a cultural tour to various places in and around Mangaluru and also visited Goa and Mysore. The academic performance in the English language course from December to September 2017 shows that students made a dramatic improvement. There was slow but steady progress during the first 2 months in the basic course. However, in the intermediate course, there was a significant change in performance. The majority of students gradually increased their scores to nearly 60%. In the advanced course, scores dropped marginally and then rose to a high of 63.3%. The trend in IELTS training has continued, and in the last 2 months, we have seen tremendous improvement in all 4 modules. Reading scores have shown a marked improvement, as also listening, speaking, and writing. On an average, the score is 5.3. However, they must climb sharply and rapidly to get a good average score of 6 for IELTS. On behalf of my colleagues and myself, I would like to put on record our sincere appreciation to our director, Father Wilfred Prakash D'Souza, and the management of St. Joseph Engineering College for giving us this unique opportunity to teach English as a foreign language to the students of East Timor, of Timor-Leste. I gratefully acknowledge the advice, encouragement, and constant support offered by the Vice Principal. He has always been available and ready to offer timely assistance and has been a constant source of motivation during the entire 10-month course. We are deeply grateful to both our director and assistant director for their help and support in providing all the facilities required to run this course. Let me add that none of this would have been possible without the cooperation of my colleagues, Olivia, Vani, and Reshma. Many others have contributed behind the scenes for the successful completion of this course. Thank you to each and every one of you. The language is beautiful, but learning it takes effort, it takes time, and it may have been difficult sometimes. But with more hard work, one can surely learn and progress, and can begin to see this as a positive. You have seen the value, and you appreciate what the newly acquired language offers you. This, I hope, will spur you on to make more progress towards fluency. You, dear students, have been our constant inspiration throughout these 10 months. We have been through a couple of difficult patches, but now I'm sure we all realize that it has been worth the effort. You have been cooperative, respectful, and helpful in maintaining your classrooms and the equipment provided to help you learn. Your attendance has been exemplary. I'm very proud of all that you have achieved. Congratulations. May God bless both our countries. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Mary.
We will now have the distribution of certificates as a mark of conclusion of our English course.
I now request Madam Olivia Pereira to conduct the proceedings.
A proud moment in the life of a student is his day of convocation. I request the chief guest, Professor Maria Costa, to do the honors of handing over the certificates to our students. Students, please come forward as your names are called out. Adriano, Anslato Philip, Andre, Mariska, Damasio, Damintino, Elizio Gonzalez, Inicio, Euphrasia, Gregorio, Isolita, Immaculada, Irinia, Januario, Jasvina Carmelita, Jasvina Pinto, Joe Francisco, Joe Paulo, Jonia Agata, Jose Antonio, Jose Ribeiro, Josefa, Julio, Julian, Menancia, Melinda, Noemio, Osvaldo, Regiana, Simplicio, Tadeo Lorona, Zabelito, Zilia Torres. Thank you, Professor Maria da Costa, and thank you, students.
Thank you, ma'am. Living in such a beautiful setting was an amazing experience. It felt very safe.
The English learning program was held for a period of 10 months.
Which began from the 5th of December 2016 and continued up to the 23rd of September 2017.
And the implementation of the English learning program was successful.
We are proud of the fact that we can speak in English today.
5 of our members will now share our experiences during the program.
Good evening, everyone. Congratulations to all of us, dignitaries on the days, and fellow graduates. I am Jijunya Pintu. We have gathered here to repeat what we saw during the last 10 months. The final result is what we will face later back home. Time goes so fast, it feels like we just arrived yesterday. I would like to say that I'm very grateful to all those wonderful people who I have met. Being here, I have come across different situations and I have gained a lot of experience. Our purpose here was to learn English language. Besides, this institution has taught me so many lessons of life. I now understand better what is caring, affection, tolerance, patience, acceptance, and sharing. Having had to live in St. Joseph Engineering College hostel with so many of us together, never have I been so disciplined in life until now. The day begins at 7 a.m. attending mass here. I have sat through in a classroom for continuously 7 hours. It was tough in the beginning. Very soon it got into us. Now I'm ready for a full-time job when I go back to my country, strong and determined to give my best. As I watch the Indian students around, I feel like they have a relationship with their books. Learning here has changed my lifestyle completely. I want to say, to achieve my goal, I must dream. Dream while I walk. Only then I know I will reach the finishing line. I'm sad to leave this place, but I have great moments and great learning that I will carry home as a memory I will always cherish. Our moms always said, learning by heart. You must practice and you can do it. Thank you.
Good afternoon, honored guests, St. Joseph Engineering College Management, teachers, and all friends. I am Gregory Manuel Reyes. I'm proud to stand before you. When asked to be a valedictorian, I was shocked and honored, but then started worrying about what I was going to talk about in my speech. Before this course, I was unaware of English language. I had knowledge about grammar, but I did not have speaking skills, vocabulary. I did not have the confidence to speak to any person in English. I did not have the correct idea about my own personality, my character, and the way of thinking. So I was going through a lot of problems in English and personal life. But now, with confidence, I can speak English with everybody. I can talk to my friends. I can communicate with my teachers in English, which means that I can speak with everybody with ease. I think all those have helped me to graduate and enjoy this day. To our great government that has helped us financially, our people back home who have supported us emotionally, to my wonderful teachers, you gave us a hard time and made us work for our certificate. But you gave us the tools and opportunities to perform better. For that, we thank you as you have played a key role in helping me become who I am today. If not for you all, I would not have made it. Probably I would have given up. Finally, I frame a quote for us. You will be off a great places. Now is your time. The mountain of opportunities await. Get, set, and go. I'm sure I'm well equipped for this challenge. Thank you everyone very much.
Good evening, everyone, dignitaries of the days, and my fellow graduates. I am Josefa Paula. We are grateful and happy to be here for the valedictory function on this wonderful evening. All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them, said Walt Disney. It's hard to believe it is already has 10 months since we came here with the aim of learning English, studying abroad, away from family, and the various struggles that we have overcome. What an amazing time it has been from the first day we came through our basic, intermediate, advanced, and IELTS course till now. The experiences are unforgettable, a small wonder considering how incredible this college is, St. Joseph Engineering College, with the amazing teachers and students that make up this graduating class. Coming to this college has been one of the most fulfilling decisions I have made in my life. I have gained a lot of knowledge and the lessons of life. I would like to thank our government who cooperate well with this college and gave us the best chance, to our parents who stood by us no matter what, to fathers and sisters for their wonderful message that inspire us, to teachers who tried to instill in us a passion for learning, to administrators who wanted to make our class experiences as amazing as possible. Without you all, there will be no purpose to being here, no advance. Thanks to all the loving and kind people I have met during my time in this college. As a fellow member of graduating class of 2016-2017, there is nothing to worry about. We are well equipped. Therefore, let's keep trying our best to achieve our dreams in the future. Last, I want to say to all my Indian, East Timor friends, and all people in this St. Joseph Engineering College, there are no goodbyes for us. Wherever you are, you will always be in my heart. I love you all, and I wish you all the best of luck in your life. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. First, we have much to be thankful for. Here at St. Joseph Engineering College, we have received a great education. Thanks all those who have helped us, especially our teachers. We are prepared to move on and to take on whatever challenge come next in our lives. Dignitaries of the days, revered guests, and all friends. I am Mangaluru Felipe. I am grateful to be here and share with you all what we have learned and faced during 10 months. Our main purpose of coming to this wonderful place is to learn English language. As Federico Fellini said, a different language is a different vision of life. It means now we have a new vision of life with English language. As we know, our country is a new country and in the process of development. English language is an essential part in the development process, and English is used in various sectors, such as industry, academic, and communication. Based on all that, during 10 months in this beautiful college, we have acquired a lot of knowledge of the English language to be used when we return to our country. On the other hand, we not only studied about the language, but also we learned how to behave and make adjustment anywhere we are. Words, actions, and the atmosphere in this college has a huge power to influence, to form and change our personality and character. Some words and actions that extremely inspire and change me is the presence of Reverend Father Lobo. I still remember the words he said about punctuality. He said, you have to be at least 15 minutes before an activity begins. Also, Father said, wherever and whichever campus you study in, it will not guarantee you success, but it depends on your heart and your mind. I would like to carry this message in my heart always. And my dear friends, it is true that only you can change your life. No one can do it for you. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. I thank to God for His grace, which is why I got a chance to study here in St. Joseph Engineering College. Dignitaries of the desk, valued guests, and my dear friends, I am Jose Antonio Tavares de Souza. Yesterday, September 26, we completed 10 months training in this beautiful and great campus. We had a chance to experience and understand the people of this country, their tradition, culture, custom, and their food habits. Sometimes these things are so overwhelming. We also had a chance to experience a different style of education, where I had to immerse myself in learning English. Classes begin at 9 and would finish at 5 o'clock in the evening. So, we would spend almost 7 hours a day in the classroom. This was too much for us. Long hours learning one subject. Nevertheless, we did it. We enjoyed some wonderful days that we came across. What's more, I enjoyed learning my great teachers, under my great teachers, especially some who were there for a short period. And I'm lucky to have teachers who taught us from the heart. The knowledge you shared and the care you gave us was fabulous. You are not only teaching us English language, but also you taught us better attitude, self-reliance, self-confidence, self-improvement, and self-respect. We have learned much from you all, and we will return home with better outlook towards life. Thank you so much. After finishing this course, it's not gonna be easy. We may first success, in some ways failures. Just remember that all of it is temporary. Nothing terrible lasts forever, so hang in there. Nothing worse is permanent, so don't hang on to it. This is just the beginning of our reaching the goals. Now we know how to study for and how to practice. Now I know what career to choose and practice. No matter how much you think you hate school, you will always miss it when you leave. St. Joseph Engineering College, we, the East Timor students, are proud to be your students. And you will always be in our hearts. Thank you for everything.
Thank you, friends.
Be thankful when you don't know something, for it gives you the opportunity to learn.
We would like to show our appreciation to St. Joseph Engineering College for what it has done for us.
We now have a group song to express our gratitude to all of you.
Let's listen together.
Thank you. That was an extremely touching and expressive song.
Go be a blessing. Dignitaries on the dais, Director, Father Wilfred Prakash D'Souza, Principal of the school of this great college, Vice Director, Vice Principal, the leader of your great school here, Mrs. Maria, teachers whom I'm very proud of, especially the two who are my very dear students, and you too, Shishma, and the very dear students from distant Eastmore. A very good evening to you. Let me tell you how proud and happy I am to be here at this valedictory program, where you celebrate your achievement as teachers and as students. You have completed in these 10 long months away from your dear land and home a big milestone in your life, where you not only learned English, but values and principles from your dear teachers, and this great campus, which is a blessing, not just to students and staff, but to this great land called India. And you have journeyed here. You can proudly say that you are the students of St. Joseph's Engineering College. What an honor, what a blessing. After we were welcomed in by your leaders so warmly and gently and lovingly, after your compares took stage and put in their best to start the program well, after you had that prayerful, beautiful hymn sung in unison and in such perfect order, after I heard that warm and loving welcome from Professor Dr. Rio D'Souza, after I heard your words of love and gratitude so feelingly expressed towards your staff and this great institution, I don't think I have much to say. You have it all. You know it all. You say to yourself what you have to become, what you are, and what you are capable of. However, let me share just a few things with you. You already believe in yourself. Continue believing in yourself. Emerson says, trust thyself. Continue doing it. There were bugs in a pond of water. They were water bugs. And these water bugs, when they climbed on the leaves of the lotus plant, due to some miracle in nature, these water bugs lost the fluid in them, developed wings, and flew away. And thus, every time the bugs made that first attempt to jump on the pad, that is, the leaves of the flowers in the water, they lost their fluid, but they gained wings and they flew away. Soon, the water bugs realized that all those who left them and went on to the lily pads, to those leaves, were not seen, not heard of anymore. So they had a meeting and they said, one of us should go up and see what happens. When you go up the lily pad, and when you go, please come and report to us what is happening. So a leader like one of yours took the leadership, climbed the lily pad, the leaf. He was wondering what was happening. He was transformed. He got wings. And up he flew, higher and higher. And he saw that his own friends were around him. I do not know how they recognized each other, but they did. But then he remembered the promise he had made to the water bugs. So after a long time, he came back to the water bugs. But to his amazement and dismay, they did not recognize him. And why? He was no more a water bug. He had been transformed into a dragonfly with wings, wiser, better than before. My dear friends, young friends from East Timor, you have come to this institution. You have landed on that lily pad. I can see you growing wings, ready to fly. Remember, the land of your birth, I know you will not forget it. Remember that when you go back, you will have to share what you learned here. You will have to care better, be a greater blessing to your family, to your school, to your institution, and to the land that gave you this support, that gave you this push onto the lily pad to grow your wings and transform yourself. I don't have to tell you that. I can see how committed you are. But if life takes you away from your land, across the oceans, remember to get back to your land and give it that push that you received from your land. Be positive always. Remember to be happy, because when you are happy, you will make others happy. Count your blessings. Count your blessings every day too, because what God has blessed you with is to overflowing. I thank the management, the director, and all the dignitaries here who invited me as a guest to this program. I thank God for this great blessing. I congratulate you, students, on successfully completing your course. You have a lot to offer, and as I end my speech, let me share with you what my great mentor, Dr. Olinda Pereira, told me. Do all you can, as long as you can, as well as you can, for the world around you, and then you will get the best you deserve. Go be a blessing. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Maria da Costa, for your meaningful message. I now request our President, Reverend Father Wilfred Prakas de Souza, to give us a message.
Professor Feliz Maria da Costa, Director, UXL Institute of Excellence, Mangaluru, Race Chief Guest, and my teacher at the Trinity program. Some are confused. She's looking young and looking old. You could see their faces, yes. Reverend Father Roch da Costa, the Assistant Director, Dr. Joseph Gonsalves, the Principal, Dr. Rio de Souza, Vice Principal, Madam Mari Fernandez, members of the English faculty, members of the faculty here, and the graduated students from East Timor, friends. Sister Mesquita, good evening to you all. You can see the joy in your faces. After a long journey of 10 months, you are now graduated. You got the certificates. We heard the experience. You're happy that you got something, the treasure you got. And with that treasure, you're going back to your places. Congratulations to you. Madam was my teacher. He inspired me to go ahead in my life, and she gave a beautiful speech of inspiring you all. I'm sure you're inspired. I said, go as a blessing to all. As you go in your life journey, be a blessing to all people. At this juncture, I have to say thank you as director to those people who were involved in your formation. For my director, Reverend Father Joseph Lobo, Mother Rohit de Costa, Dr. Rio de Souza, Dr. Gonsalves, the English faculty, confusion is there, looks like some confusion. The principal has not spoken yet. There's some confusion. We'll give it time. Speak. I told him to speak. English faculty, the other faculty members at the college, and the other staff. There's Hema there. You know how much she struggled. there's Menin, there is Rakesh, there's Santosh there, he was here, he was before. And all the other faculty members who were involved in your formation, I thank them all on your behalf. I thank the Timor-Leste government for sending you here to learn English. As we were seated there, had just a small chat with Father and Madam there. Father was joined by Dr. Ryu. They said, the best batch in the past. So far, we have the best batch. Well-behaved batch. I did not get a chance to say the other people, only to you I got a chance to say that. And Madam said, the devotion from the heart, she said, speaking, the singing from the heart, she said. I'm really happy about it. And I'm happy that I could be the director of your institution in those 4 months where I could meet you in my life journey. I also have to say some words of wishing you well, a story. You must have heard it, many of you have heard this story. I would like to repeat. One day a professor entered the classroom and asked the students to prepare for a surprise test. They waited anxiously at the desk for the test to begin. The professor handed out the question paper with the text facing down as usual. Once he handed them all out, he asked the students to turn the page and begin. Did you hear the story? Timor-Leste students?
Yes, Father.
My goodness. I'll say it again. Okay. To everyone's surprise, there was no question. Just a black dot in the center of the page. The professor, seeing the expression on everyone's face, told them the following. Did you hear the story? I want you to write what you see there. The confused students got started on the inexplicable task. At the end of the class, the professor took all the answer papers and started reading each one of them aloud in front of all the students. All of them, with no exception, described the black dot, trying to explain its position in the middle of the sheet. After all had been read, the classroom was silent. The professor began to explain, "I'm not going to grade on you this. I just wanted to give you something to think about." No one wrote about the white part of the paper. Everyone focused on the black dot, and the same happens in our lives. We have a white paper to observe and enjoy, but we always focus on the dark spots. A life is a gift given to us by God with love and care. We always have reasons to celebrate nature renewing itself every day. Our friends around us, the job that provides our livelihood, the miracles we see every day. However, we insist on focusing only on the dark spots. The health issues that bother us, the lack of money, the complicated relationships with a family member, the disappointment with our friends, etc. The dark spots are very small compared to the everything we have in our lives, the positive things. But they are the ones that pollute our minds, our lives. Take your eyes away from the black spots in your life. Enjoy each one of your blessings, as Madam also has said that. Each moment that life gives you. Be happy, be positive, same message I'm giving you. I hope you will carry that message with you and be happy people filled with the blessings. To conclude, durante bulan Mangaluru kita buat sira ia St. Joseph Engineering College. Ia tam provinsi ke barat ia lingua inglês. A minha agradece by equipa o grupo idani. Na be fofia haru kame ia colégio idani. Desejo by the bahut sira e prospero ia futuro. San Jose Fobensa Bahimi Ibaimi Nia Familia Bom Sucesso. Congratulations, and I wish you all the best. That is the Tetun language that you all know, we do not know. I just said that we are here for so many days, months, and as you go, I wish you all the best. That's all I said. Thank you.
Thank you, Father, for those wonderful words. It will stay with us forever.
I would like to request our esteemed principal to kindly address the gathering.
Very good evening to you all. Respected members of the House, very particularly our Director, Reverend Father Wilfred Prakash, the Chief Guest, Professor Maria Di Costa, Assistant Director, Reverend Father Rohit Di Costa, and all my young dear gentlemen and ladies. I just put it across, not ladies and gentlemen. You all look too beautiful today and quite smart too. The day has come today to bid farewell to you this day after completing, like everybody said, long 10 months. I would say 10 months, short months, 10 short months. Because you made this kind of a feeling that your 10 months stay was not that great to say like it's like 10 weeks stay. Because every day you made this particular campus more beautiful by your beautiful singing. I stay very close by your place where you stay and come here for eating, and onwards you spend your time in the chapel singing your national anthem, and otherwise you sing some hymns. That really makes me feel wonderful, and I love and enjoy the music every evening, and you practice so very well. The countries between earlier countries like small countries, the colonies of Portuguese, Goa, and many other colonies, one of them is East Timor, have been under the influence of Portuguese, and they have influenced you to learn their language besides music. So I must thank that country to make you get imbibed with this talent of learning music, and you have picked up so very well. Well, I could see the transformation of you all people over these 10 months through each one you delivered a speech, brief one though, but was very interesting and quite appreciative of you all that our teachers have put in their best of efforts to transform you. Wherein teaching is not an easy job, it's a very difficult job in making someone acquire skills. And they have put their heart and soul. And I'm unable to take each one's name. Madam Umaka is here, Madam Olivia is there, and the team leader, Ms. Maria is there. And they have put their best efforts in training you. I kindly forgive Ms. Reshma is also there. Right? So they have put in their best efforts in changing you. And I congratulate each and every one of you in acquiring your today's graduation. And I also thank greatly you all teachers for your committed work in transforming these young minds. And as obviously we know that your country is a great country but small. And you belong to such a beautiful country, as I've seen in the net, the landscape of your beautiful country. It's so beautiful. And a lot of attractions for tourism. And you have a great produce of petroleum, where 50% of your revenue is generated from this petroleum. Otherwise, you sell other agricultural produce and tourism also. Well, to make this happen, you have to represent your country not only inside but outside. That requires your communication with other countries in the world to sell the country for business, right? Not for anything else. Therefore, you have to get business into the country so that you can always get in more money. As I read about your country's economical status, it is running deficient each year because you buy more than you sell. So wherein your efforts in selling more from your country has to happen by acquiring skills, and that happens only when you can talk to people outside. And the English language becomes a very prominent tool for you to talk to anybody outside. Therefore, this acquisition of this language will make you more powerful and more confident to talk to people outside, so that you can make your country much more bigger and beautiful and earn better revenues, so that you can make your lives much better. So I know that most of you people are working professionals in the country. You have come here to acquire better skills, and this exercise has been very successful. I mean, and I have seen, and you have proven to be so. And I wish you a great life and great days ahead. Bless you all. God bless you all. Thank you.
I now request our esteemed director to present a memento as a token of gratitude to our chief guest, Professor Maria da Costa.
The struggle ends when gratitude begins.
We have beautiful memories of our stay in India.
My friends Diamantino, Ariska, and Paulo will now make a presentation.
I request the coordinator to escort the dignitaries of the day.
Respected management of St. Joseph Engineering College, guests, staff, teachers, and friends, good evening to all of you. I am Ariska Marsa. I am delighted to be here in front of you to present the activities we have done during 10 months in St. Joseph Engineering College. We came to India on November 26, 2016 with the purpose of learning English. During 10 months here, we studied in 5 modules: grammar, speaking, listening, reading, and writing. And the St. Joseph Engineering College support us with books, modules, and access to Wi-Fi and a library. In here, we not only studied English, but also have had opportunity to participate in several events which were held in St. Joseph Engineering College. And during the holidays, we also got the chance to visit other places and tourist attraction. And overall, it was culture based. This is our transit in Singapore when we came to India. And transit in Bangalore. And this picture we arrived in Mangalore and took by bus. And first gift from St. Joseph Engineering College to welcome us, it's flower and drink. This learning process in classroom. And that time we wore regular clothes because we had not received the uniform. And on the left, also in the classroom, and this is our uniform. Studied at language lab, we did exercise we had learned in class. And we got an opportunity to exhibit part of our culture when we performed the traditional dance in Youth National Convention, and we were proud to be involved. And this picture Lord Mass in the National Youth Convention from Cathedral to St. Aloysius. We participate in Sports Day. The activities were march and participated in 100 meters run in the sports day. And we were proud to receive awards. We got a lot of opportunities to display our talents on this campus, and we're very thankful for that. On the college day, we got the opportunity to sing and dance. This son performed in tech night. And these photos are based on preparation for show during college day. Waiting in the winds for show. And this is our performance traditional dance in college day. After basic course, we took a week off. On that occasion, St. Joseph Engineering College gave us an opportunity to visit local tourist attraction. Site visits in basic holiday, we walked around to car museum and bought some souvenirs. And we visit Sri Kshetra Dharmasthala. But in that moment, from outside, because they are closed at 12 o'clock and open at 5 o'clock. So we went to Valedictory Garden and aquarium. There we saw the statue of Krishna and a fish in aquarium, like my friend to this. And after that we went to monolithic statue of the Lord Bahubali or the Ratnagiri here near Dharmasthala. To go there we must take off our footwear. In that moment the weather was so hot, so it was difficult for us to walk. But because we are excited, because this is the first time for us to see the statue close range, so we walk. And on the second day, we went to St. Lawrence Church in Karkala. After that, we went to Gomateshwara Temple, and we also visited Annapuneshwari Temple. I want to say that these places had amazing view in our life. And the third day we went to Mudipu. There we visited St. Joseph Basre. This is a beautiful place on the top of Mudipu. There are places from prayer and meditation. In this picture we can see candle offering and prayer point, and also there has a meditation hall and a meditation cave and wide angle of the ramp. Next picture please. Wide angle view on the ramp mounted at the edge of the Mudipu Hill. And next we go to St. Aloysius College Museum Chapel. At the museum, we saw ancient objects that we had not seen before in our country also, like some equipment, it's ancient. And we also, inside the chapel, we saw exquisite paintings that covered virtually every inch of the walls, done by the Italian Jesuit Antonio Muschini in 1899. And this is memories. We saw that Father Lobo the first time we took the photographer. And this is in our classroom with our great teachers. And we were grateful for being given the opportunities from St. Joseph Engineering College, and we shall proudly carry these memories back home and cherish them all our lives. Thank you.
everybody. My name is Diamantino Carvalho Suarez. On 24th April, we along with Mr. Clinton, Madam Jacinta, and Brother Fabian went on a trip to Goa. We had a great time, and now I stand before you to share this wonderful experience. This picture took before we leave from St. Joseph Engineering College to Goa. On the first day, we arrived at St. Vincent Pallotti College and we had breakfast at the canteen. We went to Kolfa Beach, and after lunch, we enjoyed the banana boat and speedboat ride. And after dinner, we went back to the dormitory. This is our dormitory in St. Vincent Pallotti home. And we had lunch at 49 Hours restaurant in Kolfa Beach. We had a sumptuous lunch of seafood and the famous Goan pork. After lunch, we went on to enjoy the the water sport, the amazing banana boat ride at the Kolfa Beach. On the second day, we had breakfast at McDonald's in Goa Mall. We headed to Aguada Fort, trying the boat ride at Sanctuary Beach and sightseeing nearby places. Went to Kalangut Beach, and after lunch, we went shopping for some souvenirs and went back to the dormitory. The Aguada Fort was used by Portuguese in 17th century to keep their equipment and food. It was a nice experience to sharing on the boat. We enjoyed the lunch at Kalangut Beach with a combination of seafood and Chinese food. We were lucky to experience the sunset, which was an extraordinary beautiful view. And we did some street shopping, and the girls went gaga over street shopping. And we managed to get a good bargain with a lot of haggling. On the third day, after breakfast, we headed to Basilica Dubong Jesus in All Goa. And after lunch, we did some shopping at the Goa market. And after that, we returned to St. Joseph Engineering College. The World UNESCO claimed the World Heritage Site Basilica Dubong Jesus Witch House. The mortal remains of the miraculous Saint Francis Xavier. And here also we bought some souvenirs. This trip to Goa having relevant to our culture because of the background of Portuguese, because of the Portuguese background, and we travel not to escape life, but for life not to escape us. Thank you very much.
Good evening, gentlemen and ladies. I try to imitate. My name is John Paul. On behalf of all East Timor students, today I would like to share our experience during our trip to Mysore. On July 7, 2017, at 2 p.m., we started our trip to Mysore by bus. accompanied by Father Rohit, Vice Principal Professor Rio de Souza, Hema Mam, and Brother Santos. It took roughly 9 hours to reach there. We reached Mysore at 11 p.m. and stayed at International Youth Hostel, Mysore, which had very good ambience. The first place that we visited in Mysore was the magnificent St. Philomena's Church, a beautiful piece of architecture and design. The spires are majestic and imposing. The inside paintings relate to the life of Christ are exquisite. Next, we visited the world-famous Mysore Maharaja Palace. The beauty astounded us, and the artifacts, paintings, and architecture was just mesmerizing. In the afternoon, we went to Chamundi Hills, and the view from there was quite breathtaking. Then we also visited Chamundeshwari Temple on the top of the hill, which belonged to the 11th century. From Chamundi Hills, we visited Vrindavan Gardens, which is situated below Krishna Raja Sagar Dam. All of us, so excited, we walked around the gardens, we took pictures together, and it was the best garden we have ever seen. On the second day, the next being a Sunday, after attending Mass, we went to the mall and did some shopping. After that, we visited a mosque dedicated to Tipu Sultan. Then we went to see the Bahubali statue at Sravana Belagola. We had to climb the 700 steps of the rock before we saw the Bahubali statue. So I suggest, if you have a heart, you don't do that. And the view from there was so amazing. That was the end of our sightseeing. Even the cuisine in Mysore was delicious and mind-blowing that we wanted to have more. Finally, we came to know that Mysore is rich in its culture and heritage. These experiences were remarkable. We also learned a lot about India and grew to appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, friends. That was a truly wonderful presentation. The best kind of giving is thanksgiving.
Madam Wani Umaka will now propose the word of thanks.
A very good evening to all the dignitaries, valued guests, and dear students. It's my privilege to have been asked to propose the vote of thanks for this occasion. On behalf of East Timor English Language Course Fraternity, I thank all those who have ennobled this function. A special thanks to our Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Maria de Costa, for her most inspiring and motivating speech and the wonderful message I'm sure none of us will ever forget. Thank you, President. Thank you, President of the Day, Reverend Father Wilfred Prakash D'Souza,
for your message about the joy of life. Thank you, Guest of Honor Principal Dr. Joseph Gonsalves, for your talk where you recognized the transformation of our students. I immensely thank our Vice Principal, Professor Rio de Souza, and Reverend Father Rohit De Costa, our Assistant Director, for being with us this evening and throughout the course and making it possible to conclude the program successfully. A special thanks to Madam Hema, who seemed to have mothered our students almost. And I always heard them say, Hema mom. I think they meant mom as well. I wonder, yes. Ms. Divya, Vice Principal Secretary, thank you very much for being so approachable. A special thanks to Clarence as well. Ms. Divya of Language Lab, thank you for helping us manage the lab for our students. Mr. Wilson, thank you for carefully getting a handout copies on time each day. I thank the other secretaries, Priya, Sushma, and Clara, for obliging us whenever required. I particularly want to thank the wardens, Sister Margaret and Jennifer, whom our girls used to fondly mention. Thanks to our visiting doctor and the nurse, who were indeed of great help to our students. I greatly thank Mr. Bikramjit Singh and Mr. Satyendra from the Department of Computer Applications for having added flavor to the occasion with banners, posters, invites, etc. with creativity. Food may be the only universal thing that really has the power to bring everyone together. This was made possible here only by Santosh, of whom I have heard frequently from our students. I'm sure they are very grateful to have you around. Finally, I would like to take a moment to thank someone I feel need to be thanked too. They are our dear students who need appreciation for their dedication, simplicity, honesty, and discipline. You have made us proud today. I hope I have not missed any names. If so, I especially extend my gratitude once again to all those who have assembled here today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
We Timoris as well as the Indians are extremely patriotic. We now request the gathering to please rise.
Utkarata 상대로. Para. Anto sore. Left. Yeah. Yeah. Santos, smile.
Yes, look here, smile. Ready? Ready, smile. Okay, ready? Last smile.